Okay, so in previous topic we discussed about the different desirable properties of aggregate. So like strength, hardness, toughness, durability, shape, and adhesion with bitumen. These are the different desirable properties of aggregate. And to check these properties, so the first one is the strength. So strength, it is nothing but to bear the traffic load without getting crushed. So the top layer of pavement which should directly come in contact with the traffic, so it must be strongest. And to check the strength of the aggregate, we need to perform the crushing strength test. So that indicates how much the strength of that aggregate. Next, the hardness. So due to continuous wear and tear under the wheels of vehicle, so that is called as abrasion, and that's why we need to check the abrasion test or a hardness test of the aggregate, and hardness test can be conducted by Los Angeles abrasion test. So from that we can check what is the hardness of aggregate. The third, that is toughness test, that is ability to sustain impact loading, and that toughness can be checked by the impact test of aggregate. Okay, so next, durability. So that pavement should be durable. So or the aggregate should be durable. So the gradual deterioration due to continuous exposure to environment, and to check the durability, soundness test is carried out. So from soundness test, you can check the durability of aggregate. Next is the shape. So shape is the important factor. So what is the shape of the aggregate? Either it is angular shape or it is a rounded shape, and that shape can be find out by the test like a flakiness index, by elongation index, and angularity numbers. So from that we can identify which type of aggregate are the angular in shape and which type of aggregates are rounded in shape. Then adhesion with bitumen. So thin film from both aggregate holds the whole mass together, and electrostatic attraction towards the bitumen and water, and more affinity towards the water result in stripping of the bitumen. And to check the adhesion with bitumen, we need to perform the stripping test. Okay, so this is a test, different tests. So code of practice. So these are the different codes which are used to check the properties of aggregate. So the first one is particle size distribution, and for that we can use IS 2386 part 1, plasticity index IS 2720 part 5, then water absorption and bulk specific gravity, so IS 2386 part 3, then flakiness and elongation index IS 2386 part 1, then mechanical properties like impact test, abrasion test, crushing test. For that we can use IS 2386 part 4. Next, soundness test of aggregate. For that IS 2386 part 5. Then presence of deleterious material. For that can check IS 2386 and IS 2720. Then bitumen coating and stripping test, so that IS 6241, and water sensitivity test. So these are the different codes which you can use for the check the properties of different materials. Okay, so like aggregate and bitumen. So these are the different equipment which required to perform, or which required to perform the test in the laboratory. Okay. So the first one is ACV, that is nothing but aggregate crushing value. Okay. So to check aggregate crushing value, that is called as aggregate. Yes. So aggregate crushing test. So that is all of that aggregate used in road construction. So should be strong enough to resist the crushing under traffic wheel loads. So if the aggregate are weak, the stability of the pavement structure is likely to be adversely affected. Thus, the aggregate must have a durable resistance to crushing. So the strength of aggregate is assessed by this test, that is called as aggregate crushing test. Okay. So the aggregate crushing value provide a relative measures of resistance to crushing under a gradually applied compressive load. To achieve a high quality of pavements, aggregate processing, high aggregate crushing value should be preferred. Okay. So high quality pavement needs the good crushing value aggregates, and to for that we need to check the aggregate crushing value. Okay. So aggregate crushing value should not be more than 45% of aggregate used for concrete other than wearing surface, and 30% for concrete used for wearing surface such as runways, road and fill pavements. Okay. So this is what the equipments which are required to perform the test of aggregate crushing value. Yes, so you can see this is what the process of ACV, aggregate crushing value. Okay, so the next one is AIV, that is aggregate impact value for coarse aggregate. Okay, or method of test for determining aggregate impact value for coarse aggregate. So you can see this is what the equipment or the machines. Okay, so machine which required to check the aggregate impact test or aggregate impact testing machine. Okay, so this is what the procedure to determine the aggregate impact value of soft and coarse aggregate used for the basis and sub basis of the road pavement. Okay, so this apparatus consists the different parts, like you can say the sieves which required the IS sieve of sizes 12.5 mm, 10 mm, 2.36 mm. Then measures, we required a cylindrical metal measures, then having a diameter of 75 mm and depth of 50 mm. Then tamping rod, a straight metal tamping rod of circular cross section of 10 mm in diameter and 230 mm long, rounded at one end. Then we required a balance, capacity not less than 500 gram. Okay, and oven, a well ventilated oven. So these are the some equipments which required to perform the test of AIV, that is aggregate impact value of coarse aggregate. Next, LAAV, that is nothing but the Los Angeles abrasion value. Okay, so that is nothing but the aggregate abrasion value. Okay, so what is the significance of this test, aggregate abrasion value? So apart from the testing aggregate with respect to its crushing value, impact resistance, testing the aggregate with respect to its resistance to wear is an important test for aggregates to be used for the road construction where the pavement construction. Okay, so aggregate must be sufficiently hard to resist the abrasive effect of traffic over a long period of time. Okay, so this test, the abrasive test, which are generally carried out, the basically the accelerated test, where the aggregate abrasion value test under the actual traffic condition. Okay, so this is what the aggregate abrasion test or aggregate abrasion value, where we required some equipments for this performance, that is Los Angeles abrasion testing machine, then balance, then a set of ISUs, then abrasive charge. Okay, so you can see these are the equipments or these balls which required for the perform of this test, that is Los Angeles abrasion test. Okay, next you can say the soundness test. So this is what the soundness test. Then next is this before and after. Okay, so flakiness and elongation, that we already discussed about this flakiness and elongation test to check the shape and size of the aggregate. So to check the size and shape of the aggregate, we can perform this test, that is called as flakiness and elongation. So that is what three mechanical measures of particle shapes, that is nothing but a flakiness index, elongation index and angularity number. Okay. So flakiness index of an aggregate is the percentage by weight of the particle whose least dimension, that is thickness, is less than 3/5 of their mean dimension. Okay, then elongation index, and third is the angularity number. Okay, so these are the different shapes which indicates the sizes of not sizes, shape of that aggregate. Okay, elongation index of an aggregate, it is nothing but the percentage by weight of the particle whose greatest dimension, that is length, is greater than 1 and 4/5 times their mean dimension. Okay, so these are the tests which is used to find out the shape of the aggregate, flakiness and elongation apparatus. Okay, so the next important test, that is called as specific gravity and water absorption test. Okay, so this is what the important test in case of aggregate. Okay, so the specific gravity of an aggregate is considered to be a measure of strength or quality of the material. Okay. So the stone having the low specific gravity are generally weaker than those with a higher specific gravity value. So the specific gravity test help in the identification of the stone. Water absorption also gives an idea about the strength of the rock. Okay, so stone having more water absorption are generally considered unsuitable unless they are found to be acceptable based on the strength and hardness of that aggregate. Okay, so the specific gravity and water absorption of aggregate are the most important properties in the mixed design of concrete and also the asphalt mixture. So with the aggregate for road works construction, the specific gravity, mostly, okay, the specific gravity is important in determining the proper proportion of that resulting mixture. Okay, so specific gravity is important in case of the proportion and mixing of that aggregate or mixture with the concrete. Okay, so the gradation specification are valid only if the coarse and the fine fraction have approximately the same specific gravities. Okay, so this about the water absorption test. So this water absorption test is mostly carried out in the conjunction, in the combination with the specific gravity test, and mostly the result, the water absorption value allowed for a road aggregate normally range from less than 0.1% to 2% for material used in road surfacing, while values of up to 4% may be accepted in road bases. Okay, so this is the test which is nothing but the specific gravity and water absorption test, which is used for the find out the specific gravity and water absorption of that aggregates. So this is what apparatus of the coarse aggregate specific gravity. Okay, so this is what the PSP sample preparation. Okay, this was the sample, then polishing and PSP skip tester and coating and stripping. So this is one of the example of a stripping test. So the stripping, it is nothing but the combination of aggregate with bitumen. Okay, and from that we can find out the stripping. Is what we can perform the coating and stripping test of aggregate. Okay. So this is about the different tests which need to carried out over the aggregates, and so that you can identify what is the quality, what is the strength, hardness and durability of that aggregate, and what is the shape and size of that aggregate. Okay. So now next we are going to discuss about the bitumen. So what are the different tests that carried out over the bitumen and how to check the quality of bitumen.